Hi there, Kisana, your intuitive business coach, helping you turn your passion into a successful and thriving business. Now, in today's Daily Insights, I would like to talk to you about how virtual summits can really help you not only boost your reach, but also help you grow your email list exponentially. Now, have you ever wondered how to best grow your list, become more visible, and reach so many more people? And I'm sure you've heard of, or maybe even participate in virtual summits in the past, either as a guest or maybe just as a participant. And maybe even thought about hosting your very own summit, but don't really know how or where to begin. Now let's start with why summits are really such great marketing strategies. I mean, if both self-hosted and being a guest can really boost your email list exponentially and really give you the massive reach. And I would also like to share 5 tips with you on how to really get started. So why are summits so powerful? They are really great for exposure and increasing your reach. You get to share your message with a large audience. I mean, if you're getting onto the right summit, or doing it the right way when you host your own, you really can reach a very large audience. You also become known as an expert. And because usually, experts, they're being interviewed on summits, experts, they're, hosting their own summits. So you really become known as the expert, as a leader in your industry. You also get, it's a great list building strategy, both for self-hosted and being a guest. Now, for self-hosted, that really can take your email list to, you can make, you can grow your list to hundreds or thousands of new email subscribers, depending on, if you're doing it right. But even if you're just a guest, you can still get massive exposure and really build your email list exponentially with that as well. Now, once these new people are on your list, you get to nurture them, nurture the relationship, and then inspire them to become your paying clients. And even if you are a guest, you get to offer a lead magnet, because when you host your own summit, all of the people that subscribe to the summit, they will be on your email list. Now, if you're just being a guest on the summit, only people that actually opt into your offer will be on your list. So there's the number of email subscribers will be a lot smaller than if you're hosting yourself. But even if you just want to be a guest and don't want to deal with all the back end stuff of how to set up the summit, even just being a guest is really great, because you get to offer a lead magnet. Now, for most summits, you get to offer a free bonus, a free resource or something like that. So at that point, you can offer a free lead magnet that really matches your talk, even if you have an upsell with that. So for example, if you just offer a lead magnet, you get people on your list. But if you have a lead magnet and you have that whole funnel set up with an upsell, or they also call it tripwire, you also actually get to make money with that. So you don't just build your list, but you can also actually make money with being a guest on a summit. So definitely a great way. Okay, so now I would like to share with you 5 tips on how to really get started. So tip number 1 is you want to determine, do you want to do self-hosted, like host your very own summit, or be a guest? Now, a side note on being a guest, most summit hosts, they require you to already have a good list size. So anywhere between, 1,000 to 5,000. I mean, most often it's between 3,000 and 5,000 email subscribers that you have to have on your list already. Now, if you don't have that, I highly recommend host your own. But, you really want to determine, do you want to host your very own summit, or do you just want to be a guest? So that's not tip number 1. Tip number 2 is, if you do self-host your own summit, I highly recommend work with a mentor or a coach, someone who already knows how to do it the right way, because it does take a lot of time. It is a lot of work hosting your own summit. So you really want to make sure you're doing it the right way so you get the results that you want. Now, tip number 3. Really do the initial planning. And this is both for self-hosted and being a guest. So for being, hosting your own summit, you want to really do the planning, what's the topic, how many speakers, what's the name, what is your goal? Really get clear on, everything before you get started. Also, you want to even think about, do you really want to do this? Do you want to do the technical stuff yourself? Do you want to hire someone to do all the setup and everything like that? So you really want to, do the planning beforehand before you jump in. Same with being a guest. You want to think about what type of summits would you like to be on. Then research it. Now, you can actually pay someone to do the work for you, and I'm not affiliated with them, but I have talked to the lady before, the owner, and I've heard a lot of great things about it, which is Speakertunity, which really, they do all the work for you. They're sending you the summit, so they're doing all the research. You just have to reach out to them. So that's a great way, so you don't have to do all the work. So they already have people. I actually had submitted my summit information to Speakertunity, and the lady, like the team, actually pushed it out to their subscribers. So you get then in the email, you get the notifications about, you know, upcoming summits and those type of things. So then you can reach out to them. So it takes all the pressure off of you of doing the research. So, you know, that's tip number 3. So you really want to do the planning. And then you want to make sure, tip number 4 is make sure you have effective systems in place. Now, self-hosted, you want to get help. Now, if you don't know how to set everything up yourself, you want to get the help. And if you're being a guest, you want to make sure you have a value-packed talk, a free offer in place that matches your talks, so a free lead magnet. And then in the lead magnet, you can have, you know, an upsell, or you also want to have either just an upsell or a follow-up email series, or actually both. You want to have, you know, if you do want to do the upsell, you can have that, but the follow-up email series is very important because, you know, it will allow you to then lead new subscribers to the next step, either making an upsell or getting on your calendar or whatever the next step is with you. And tip number 5 is start taking action. Start planning your, start planning your own summit. Look for, and contact the host to appear as a guest on. Really just start taking action. I mean, summits are really, really great to boost your email list exponentially, and most of all, quickly. Yes, it takes some time until the episodes are released, the summit is released, but once the summit is released and you really, because they're doing a lot of promotion around that, so it can really help you grow your email list very, very quickly. So within one day, when your episode goes live or your interview goes live, it can really boost your email list just in that one day, and even the days to follow. But it's really one of the best strategies that can really, really take your business and your email list to the next level. The email list that I have right now, I really built it up because of the summits that I have done. So it really boosts your email list exponentially. And also, they bring so much great value for all involved, for the host, for the speaker, and also for the attendees, because the host, of course, gets great exposure. The speakers, they get a great exposure, and the attendees, they get to learn amazing content. So it's really a win-win situation for everyone. Now, if you've tried to build your email list in the past, maybe even created lead magnets, really promoted your lead magnet, but you only got a few, that actually said yes to your lead magnet, you might actually be frustrated with growing your list in slow motion. You might really want to consider hosting your very own summit, or, if your list size is not that big, if you consider hosting your own summit, if your list size is not all that big, or then, participate in summits. It's really beneficial and also actually a lot of fun. I mean, so far I've always had a lot of fun hosting my own or even being part of it. Now, if you would like to host your very own summit, like I said, I really recommend working with someone, because it is a lot of work and you want to make sure that you really get the results that you want, because you are putting in all the effort. And, if you do it on your own and don't really know how to get everything set up, how to do all the technical stuff, or how to, do the copyright, it can actually end up leaving you frustrated, overwhelmed, and you don't get the results that you want. A well-done summit can really give you thousands of new subscribers. So many more opportunities can also come from hosting your very own summit, and it can really be a game changer for you. Like I said, for me, the summits that I've hosted really changed a lot of my business, and I still communicate with a lot of speakers that I've had on back in 2016. So really a lot of opportunities can come from that. Now, if you need help in hosting your own summit, feel free to connect with me. I would love to help you. I'll put the link below so you can schedule a session with me. But like I said, summits are really, really great to boost your list, to get great exposure. And, it can really help you take your business to the next level. So if you would like to host your own but don't really know where to get started, how to get started, or would really like some help with that, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you. So I hope this was helpful. I hope, I was able to give you some insights into, summits, and maybe make it a little more appealing for you to actually, participate in summits or host your own, because like I said, it can really take your business to the next level. So if you like it, hit the like button, share it, leave a comment below, let me know what you think about that. Super grateful that you're here, and I will see you tomorrow next Daily Insights. I hope you have an amazing, abundant, and successful day.